today. From Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. It's a special New Year's Eve edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Summer drawing to a close here in the Southeast. The roof is closed at the wondrous Mercedes-Benz Stadium due to the hot temps still outside here in downtown Atlanta. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Atlanta Falcons. He'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away, and we may have a face mask here right at the start. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
First down, going to the air with Love. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Second down.
Love from the gun. This one complete to Devin Funchess. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's third down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Funchess with a catch over the middle. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They get 7 there, but it brings up fourth.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
To throw now in his own end zone. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. A gain of 6 there on first. Looking deep downfield. He's got him in. Complete. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Falcons 7.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to a self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
At the 30.
They go bootleg. Love. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Deion Jones. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
It's third down. 3rd and 13.
3rd and long for Love. And he's going to go down again.
They're in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He's going to loft one deep left side. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A big play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Breaks a tackle, now an alley. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Now Sanders. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches.
And it brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a 1st down.
He's taken down at the 30.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
Packers.
Love, they go play action now. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second down. Love out to his left. He's going to take off with it. The breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down.
A 14-yard pickup, but it's 3rd down.
Working out of the gun. Love steps away. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
That'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
They are clicking right now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11, 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
1st and 10 at the 30.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's a touchdown. But hang on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about.
Touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to let it go again. This is caught. end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A big play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Falcons push further out in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
That story that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
Kickoff for the Falcons.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it will come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lip your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to check in the offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
On 1st and 10, Love on the slant, complete to Hopkins. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. Well, they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
From the gun, Love. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Operating from the gun. Love. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown. inches in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row. We're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Open man here, Sims complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to and that's caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Falcons. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And this carries it not be returned. It'll. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
Midfield to the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Love now on 2nd down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. In for the sack, Deion Jones. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Love. Caught left side by Funchess. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
He is good. Makes the score Falcons 35.
Kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
35-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from it.
This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. With his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. As his guys continue to pour it on. And his kick is right through. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
11 yards there, first down.
Green Bay.
Here's Sanders. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
He's brought down
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders.
Miles Sanders.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Packers 10.
Love from the gun. On the move to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. And the pressure gets to him again.
Here we go. Loss of 6 yards.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Deion Jones able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go. Caught down, and the Falcons grab it. Well, he's got some breathing room.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And the Falcons grab it. Taking it right down Broadway. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Love now to pass on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Love. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. A little careless with a football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball. turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Slant to Adams. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And the Falcons say, how did they do?
The quarterback sacked. A fumble on the play. Recovered.
And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
They're less than 2 minutes ago in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been.
And the bowler's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand.
I was going to go ahead and call it, partner. You could smell the desperation in that fake, couldn't you? Down big. They had to try something. No one was fooled.
I think you're exactly right. With this deficit, though, go ahead and give it a shot. Didn't work out. In the end, I guess it doesn't hurt him too much. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to air one out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call.
Receiving team.
Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
Yeah, he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Falcons, it's an 11th.